Picture this. You go 7 days clean, you feel strong, you feel in control. Then on day 8, seemingly out of nowhere, you relapse, and you have no idea why. Here is the truth. You are not relapsing because you lack discipline. You are relapsing because you are fighting the wrong enemy. There are 4 emotional triggers behind every relapse: boredom, shame, stress, and desire. Most guys are triggered by 1 or 2 of these, but they treat every relapse the same way. More willpower, more restriction, more shame, and they fail again because they never identified which trigger is actually running the show. Today I am going to show you how to identify your real trigger, and once you know which one it is, you can finally build a defense that actually works. Let me break down all 4. Trigger 1, boredom, the empty calendar relapse. This is the guy who relapses on weekends, on slow afternoons, when there is nothing scheduled and nowhere to be. Boredom is not about having nothing to do. It is about having no meaningful stimulation. Your brain is understimulated, and it reaches for the easiest dopamine source available. If this is you, ask yourself, when do I relapse most often? If the answer is during unstructured time, free evenings, or lazy weekends, boredom is your trigger. The fix is not more discipline. It is structured engagement. You need a boredom protocol. A list of 5 activities you do the second you feel understimulated. Read 1 chapter, do 20 push-ups, go for a 10-minute walk, call a friend, work on a project. The activity does not matter. What matters is you replace empty time with intentional action before the urge even starts. Trigger 2, shame, the spiral relapse. This one is brutal because it is self-reinforcing. You relapse once, you feel disgusted with yourself, that shame sits heavy, and instead of resetting, you relapse again to numb the shame from the first relapse. Shame relapses happen in clusters. 1 relapse becomes 2, 2 becomes 5. You tell yourself, I already ruined the streak, might as well keep going. This is not logic. This is shame talking. If this is you, do your relapses happen in clusters? Do you binge after 1 slip? Do you feel worse about yourself after than before? Shame is your trigger. The fix is the immediate reset protocol. The moment you relapse, do not spiral. Stand up, shower immediately, cold water if possible. Look yourself in the mirror and say out loud, 1 mistake does not define me, I reset now. Then write down what triggered it and what you will do differently next time. You are breaking the shame loop by refusing to let 1 relapse becomes 2. Shame grows in isolation and silence. You kill it with immediate action and self-compassion. Trigger 3, stress, the overload relapse. This is the guy who relapses after a hard day at work, after an argument, after a deadline, after feeling emotionally or mentally drained. Stress relapses are not about lust. They are about regulation. Your nervous system is in fight or flight mode. You are overstimulated, overwhelmed, and your brain is looking for relief. Lust becomes the fastest way to downregulate. If this is you, do you relapse after particularly stressful days? Do you feel physically tense or mentally fried before the urge hits? Do you relapse more during high-pressure weeks? Stress is your trigger. The fix is nervous system regulation. You need to calm your body before the urge starts. The moment you feel stress, do this. Box breathing. 4 seconds in, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Repeat for 2 minutes, or take a cold shower, or do 50 jumping jacks to burn off the adrenaline. You are teaching your nervous system that there are other ways to downregulate besides lust. Trigger 4, desire, the biological relapse. This is pure physical urge, no boredom, no shame, no stress, just raw sexual energy that builds and demands release. Desire relapses are the hardest to prevent because they feel the most legitimate. Your body is doing what it is designed to do. The urge is not emotional, it is biological. If this is you, do your urges come in waves regardless of your emotional state? Do you feel physically uncomfortable or tense before relapsing? Does the urge feel like a biological need, not an emotional escape? Desire is your trigger. The fix is transmutation. You cannot suppress biological energy. You have to redirect it. The moment the urge hits, move. Do not sit with it. Sprint for 30 seconds. Do burpees until you are breathing hard. Lift heavy weights, cold shower immediately. You are taking that sexual energy and converting it into physical output. After intense physical exertion, the urge loses 80% of its power. Now here is how you use this. For the next 7 days, every time you feel an urge, write down which of the 4 triggers is present: boredom, shame, stress, or desire. By day 7, you will see your pattern. Most guys have 1 primary trigger and 1 secondary. Once you know yours, you stop fighting blind. You build your entire defense around your specific weak point. If boredom is your trigger, you build a boredom protocol. If shame is your trigger, you master the immediate reset. If stress is your trigger, you learn nervous system regulation. If desire is your trigger, you train transmutation. Stop treating every relapse the same. Start treating your relapse, the one caused by your specific emotional pattern. Here is your challenge. Right now, think about your last 3 relapses. What was the emotional state right before each one? Bored, ashamed, stressed, or just physically aroused? Comment below which trigger you think is yours. Just one word: boredom, shame, stress, or desire. I am reading every single one, and I will reply with the exact protocol you need for your trigger. Most people will watch this and not track anything. They will relapse again next week and still have no idea why. Then there are the guys who actually track their triggers for 7 days and finally understand what they are really fighting. Are you the guy who keeps fighting blind, or the guy who finally learns his pattern? Your trigger is waiting to be identified. That is all I had to say in this video.